Today we're going to be doing a short and simple video because I want to show you how easy it is to do the Yang Gang challenge. I don't like challenges, but this one seems pretty easy. All you got to do is answer 5 questions, either in video or text form, and give it over to this Twitter user who I'm going to hopefully have an image right here and a link to in the description. So these 5 questions are going to be: how did you hear about Andrew Yang, number 1? Number 2, what is your favorite Yang policy? Number 3, who should be his vice president? Number 4, which state do you vote in? And number 5, how will you spend your first month's UBI? So, real quick, number 1, how did I first hear about Andrew Yang? It was probably right around the time that he announced his run as the first one to do so in 2017. I was delivering pizzas at that time, and I've been a UBI advocate for a lot longer than he's been running for president. So I was a little skeptical at first, but I picked up his audiobook, listened to it as I was making my routes, and quickly became a believer. Number 2, what is my favorite Yang policy? Well, of course, other than the universal basic income, which is the best thing ever, I would have to say, I want to say democracy dollars, but really this movement towards more than a handshake for our veterans means so much to me. I address universal basic income mostly from a mental health aspect. There are so many people who are missed by our existing safety net. If you've seen any patches on the side of my hair, I have trichotillomania, which is exacerbated by an anxiety disorder. And so much of that has to do with finances. So much of our mental health crisis is a part of our financial crisis. And so with veterans, they leave and they go fight for us. And when they come back, they are just not taken care of at all. They deserve so much more than what we give them for what they've sacrificed. And right off the bat, the freedom dividend would do more for them than 30 years of our dysfunctional Congress and what it's been able to do. But Yang's going so much further and saying we have to go above and beyond and do that. So more than a handshake for veterans, that speaks to me on a personal level. Number 3, who should be his vice president? I'd have to say his VP needs to be someone who can complement his area that he is most weak in, and I'd say that's probably foreign policy. He's not a career politician, but I'd say in that case, I think that Tulsi's been kicking ass with what she's been talking about, calling out the military-industrial complex by name. That's huge, and I really respect that. So I'd probably say Tulsi. But if we were asking like anyone in history, dead or alive, I'd have to say Mr. Rogers, because that man did more to teach empathy in this country than anyone, and that's exactly what we need right now. Number 4, what state do I vote in? Nice try, Russian trolls. Nah, I'm kidding. It's Tennessee. Yeah, I know, there's literally dozens of us out there. Number 5, how will you spend your first month's universal basic income? Well, obviously, I'm going to make sure that rent's taken care of first. Many know that I'm trying to crowdfund my own universal basic income, so feel free to give a look at my Patreon link if you like my videos. But 2, maybe increasing the production value of this show, but to be quite honest with you, I've been following along with the Candidate family, who I met once I was joining the Yang Gang on Twitter. They are amazing people. Unfortunately, they've just started a journey into homelessness, and it's so crushing for me to see, because I can definitely see myself where they are in a few months, especially if something happens that I'm not prepared for. But these people are amazing, and it kills me to see that we as a country have failed people so badly. Jessica is started a blog where she's kind of just documenting her journey through homelessness. I'm going to leave a link to that in the show's description. If you have it within you to follow along with her, give her support in any way that you may be able to, if that's just even verbal support. We have to do something to fix this. And Andrew Yang's the only candidate who would, right off the bat, they would have $2,000 as a couple per month. And then me, I could give part of my first month's UBI, whatever I had left over, their way to help. At the very least, this isn't just about other people chipping in. Everyone will be lifted to a basic standard of living. And only Andrew Yang is a candidate offering something as powerful as that. As much as a minimum wage increase may be cool, that's not going to help them get off the street next month. Cash is flexible, and that's what makes it so powerful. So if you have it within you, check that out. And that's going to wrap it up here for the Yang Gang Challenge. Do it yourself. Give this video a share. Answer the 5 questions, send it off in Twitter. The more people we have talking, the more people we have doing this, the closer universal basic income comes to being a reality. Make sure you're subscribed to my show, pass it along, and check out my Patreon link if you have it within you. Let's secure that bag, guys. Thanks.